Hey guys, it's Oberstadt, and today I'm going to be doing a swatch video of this Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. This actually came in my Ipsy Glambag Plus for the month of July, and I figured I would go ahead and get it swatched. It does come with a little protector on the mirror that you can take off, and it came in this like hard plastic thing. So I'm going to be doing finger swatches, and there are no names on any of these, so I'm going to start at the top and work my way across and do all 9 swatches. So here are the first 3. And that last one feels, well, they all feel very soft, but last one feels kind of wet. So there's the first shade, which looks like I'm going to have to build it up. The second shade, and the third shade. Oh, and I've had a few people ask me what Patreon is since I've revamped my Patreon. Patreon is another way that you can help support me and my channel and getting things like my Ipsy Glambag and my the Ipsy Glambag Plus and my BoxyCharm and things like that. Things that cost me so much money per month, and a lot of those videos, I really enjoy getting the products and testing them out, but for the most part, those videos might earn $1 maximum out of the months and months that they stay on the channel. So they don't earn a whole lot of money, but I do get a lot of products that I can test out, especially things like this that I can do multiple looks on palette. So it does help me out, and you can do like a one-time donation, or you could do like a monthly donation where it does like, there's done in increments of like $1, $5, $10, so on and so forth. So even $1 a month would be helpful to me, because it takes me a minimum of 6 months to earn enough money with YouTube AdSense in order to get a payout. So it does make things a little bit difficult, and the money that is paid for through Patreon will be used for channel related things, like to pay for the subscription services that I have, or to pay for equipment and things like that. So it's not like you're, paying a car payment or gas or things like that. The money would go right back into the channel. I'm going to go ahead and go into the second row. All of these shades feel very soft, but they kind of, the pigmentation on these is not, I kind of expected like richer pigmentation on these than what I'm currently getting, especially with the matte shades. And usually I don't mind doing like double swatches, but I think I'm going to have to get a brush and do some like brush swatches as well. I'm even building up the shimmer shades, and the shimmer shades don't seem that richly pigmented. That shade there is beautiful, and it built up quite nicely. It was beautiful before. This one here you can barely see on my skin. But hopefully that is it. I'm gonna have to record like a dedicated video on what Patreon is and how it works and what it does for the channel and things like that. And I have, with my second channel, it's not monetized at all, so I don't earn any money from my second channel. Well, that one feels completely different than the rest of them, and it's got a lot of kickback in the pan compared to the other shades. That one's kind of patchy, and that one's like my skin color. This is the one that felt different out of all of them. Most of these shadows felt like super soft or wet. The metallics felt wet. But this last shade, this burgundy shade, also looks like it might stain. And this one is a little patchy. And yes, I'm building up the beige shade, even though it's probably not going to show up. That is a pretty color though. So there's all of them swatched out. Let me grab a brush really quick, and I will do some brush swatches. This one here is also kind of patchy as well, even after building it up twice. So we'll have to see how that plays with a brush. And it is a matte shade, so I'm not expecting like, look at that one doesn't want to come off my finger. We'll have to see what that does with a brush, because I don't have very high hopes for that. Okay, I was able to get it off. My fingers are a little bit stained looking, but I mean, this is a beautiful mauve palette, so I'd like to see how they do, and I might even record like 1 or 2 eye swatches just to see how these perform on the actual eye. Alright, I grabbed a fluffy synthetic brush and a flat synthetic brush. Both of them are from BH Cosmetics, and I grabbed my little J-Cat brush cleaner. So I'm going to grab this shade first with the fluffy brush, which is probably the patchiest of them all. Oh, that's sad. not working very good. I don't even know if the camera's gonna focus on it. Let me try picking up a little bit more. And there is quite a bit of kick up in the pan. And I'm doing exactly what I would do on my eye. I usually apply it, the color, and then blend it out. And there's like fallout on my arm up here. But it's really patchy, like all of it's really kind of patchy, which is shocking because I thought that these palettes were like amazing. At least that's what I've seen. So let's try it with a flat synthetic brush. Or not. Hello? That one is also super patchy. What the heck? All right, let me clean these brushes off. I mean, mauve is kind of in the purple family. Let me grab this middle shade here, and I'm going to use the back of my hand. And I'm going to go with the direction of the tendons. This one's not even showing up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do see if I can do eye swatches. And maybe it just doesn't like the brush that I have. And I understand this is a lighter shade, but it should show up better than this. And it's also patchy. And I do use flat synthetic brushes with my shadows, so it just kind of looks like I have a bruise on my hand. I don't know. I'm not too keen on this palette. I was really kind of excited for it because, I mean, it's a Huda palette, but after seeing the swatches of it, I'm not quite sure how I feel about this, and I haven't done anything else with it other than, you know, swatch it. I took some pictures of it before I figured I'd swatch it, but yeah, this is going to leave a lot to be desired. So I will do a quick recording outside in what little natural daylight there is left. It is later in the afternoon, and I will do some video with my phone with the flash on and try and get some video of these shadows and whatnot, and hopefully we can get a better look at these. But I mean, in here with even the ring light on, these are pretty patchy. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I'm not too thrilled with this palette. Like, I was excited to get it. It's a beautiful palette, but I'm kind of scratching my head here. So, hey guys, so since these shadows were kind of like super patchy, even like swatching them out onto like my hand or my arm, I'm gonna be doing like one of each color on my eyes of this Huda palette. On my arm, I swatched out the top one and the middle one. I'm gonna be using these darker shades to swatch out onto my skin from the bottom. This is a Glamour Dolls brush. I'm gonna try and grab the one purple shade here and see how that works on my eyelid. There's nothing on my face. I've you know, rinsed my face off with water a couple of hours ago. But because this was one of the shades that was so freaking patchy, I wanted to try and use a brush that I would normally use for something like this. And it's patchy and it's grabbing in places. Up here it's grabbing. Oops, hope I was in frame. My bad. Look at it. See the line right here? It's funny, I'm noticing right in here above my finger there's like a dark line right there, and then there's another line where my eyelid like creases right here. And then shadow doesn't seem to want to stick right here on my eye. I've got shadow up here and shadow down here, with this like middle spot right here where I've put the brush several times. It doesn't seem to want to stay there either. And I've got weird striping marks over here. See them? You see them when I pull the brush, when I pull my lid down with the brush. That is weird. All right, so I'm gonna move on to this eye, and I'm gonna grab the Visante brush that I got out of, was it last month before's last, Ipsy Glambag. I'm gonna go into the darkest shade in here, which is this burgundy shade, which did not finger swatch worth it. Alright, so this is what my eyelid looks like right now. My eyes are like really dark for some reason, and I do have a skin tag on my eye, just so you know. So there's nothing on my eye. Figured I would put it in the crease first and then work my way down to my lash line. I thought these Huda shadows would be like amazing because I've heard so much about them, but I am not pleasantly surprised like I thought I would be. With its palette, my dad even saw the swatches and he says, "What the heck are you swatching? That stuff looks like crap." I'm like, It's like a $30 eyeshadow palette. He goes, "Go wash your arm, that looks awful." There's like no shadow right there by my skin tag. Let me pull my skin taut. Can't say I didn't do everything trying to make this color work. It just does not want to. I don't like my skin tag. I don't want to place down a color. And it's funny, on camera it looks like a richer red, and on my skin with, you know, the mirror, it looks burgundy. And then I will do video with my phone with the flash on so you guys can see what this looks like up close. I have a hair tickle my eye on the other side. I'm trying to get it to look nice. It's just not working that great. So I'm gonna clean up around the edges and then do some video real quick with my iPhone, and then I'm gonna wash my face off again, because this is bad. These shadows are very disappointing. Alright, I am outside, the sun over there. So I'm walking out now to get some video of this outside. But this palette I'm like really sad for. Like really sad. You can barely see these two shades in my arm, and of course this one is about the same color as my arm. But there's how patchy that shadow is. Maybe it'll show up better in the pictures, but and the shadow's like flaking on my arm. So here it is in what light there is out here. Just wanted to do a heads up. The one burgundy shade did stain on my arm right here. And it's both the purple and the burgundy shade stained on my eyes, and I cannot, like, you can see where I removed it. I've even washed my face. I've never had like shadows like this do such crappy swatches and then stain the skin. So just a heads up, I will figure out where I'm gonna stick this in the video. So I am very, very disappointed in this Huda palette. That's a value of $27. That's shocking. So this deters me from wanting to buy anything else from this brand. Not like I was interested in buying from this brand anyways, but it's just, there was a couple of palettes that she made that were beautiful that I was interested in, and now trying this one, not so much. Okay, so this is sitting at my desk with my iPhone with the flash on to show you the Huda palette. It's the Mauve palette, and they are beautiful shades, but I found that they are super patchy. Dad even said that they were super patchy. I mean, look at that swatch right there in the middle by my freckle on my arm. Is that not patchy? And that's building it up not once but twice. Same with the shade here. You can see where my finger first went on the skin, and then the drag down, it just kind of looks like a bruise. And of course, I wasn't expecting that white shade to show up. It does with the flash. The burgundy shade I'm actually wearing on one eye, and then that purpley shade I got on the other eye. And then there with two different brush swatches. And then here's the mauve shade with two different brush swatches. Alright, I wanted to be able to show you guys. I did eye swatches of the shades. But you see the line up here? Let me grab my... See the line here? And then the line here? There's like a splotchy spot here. And then there's like no shadow right here. Shadow up here, there's shadow down here, but there's like nothing right in here. I don't know. I mean, this is like the purple shade. And then I did the burgundy shade. And it didn't want to stick. I've got a skin tag right here on my eye. And it didn't want to stick right here in the center of my eye. And I used a different blending brush to do this eye than I did the other one. And I am like completely confused as to these shadows. I've used 4 different brushes with them trying to get color to come off. And this is what I'm left with. It's like dark up here and it's patchy in the middle, and then it just looks like I haven't had sleep in a year on my lid instead of this beautiful rich like burgundy shade. I don't know, guys. This Huda palette I am like highly disappointed in. And I was looking forward to using it because I've heard so many rave things about her little palettes. I don't have any other makeup on. This is just the 2 eye swatches. Let me know what you think. Anyways, I will see you guys in another video very soon. Hopefully you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. And if you have any questions about Patreon or what it does or how it helps me, I will, leave those down below. So I will do like a dedicated video as to what Patreon is and how it helps me in my channel and things like that. So I will see you guys later. Bye.